All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the true power with General Sarah Soon said to kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Soon Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is, Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right down in the video description is in the chat. Click it. You'll get a video introduction rundown on the membership, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate you, and regardless, I appreciate your family. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Soon Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family, 25% off selected items at this time. Check out the catalog, get you something nice, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We talking about over 2,000 videos, close to 2,500 videos, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. Plus, we got hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the grandmaster teachers, the experts on these subjects. There's no other website on the planet that can compare or compete. I want you to get over there today, SETI University, generalseti.com, become a member. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never come, exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube, but just so exquisite, we keep it for our family on Patreon. 500 exclusive live streams. We talking about, you know, the one thing about generalseti.com, that's a video library of all subjects, but Patreon is the lecture hall. So most definitely you get a chance to see the general live. That's what you want. Get over there, get that work, because it's most definitely going to be above and beyond anything you can see on YouTube. That's right. General Seti, King Seti on Rumble, the Black Power Scholar that won't stumble or fumble. I want you to get over there on Rumble, help me disrupt class. You already know how we do. And so most definitely subscribe today. All the family out there, donate to the general. I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate to the hardworking general, link right down in the video description is on the screen. It's in the chat. Click it, donate. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Soon Seti. Rock that notification bell. Give a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. Now, if it don't get worse for Donald Trump, it just can't. When you think it can't get no worse, it just got worse. Nah, we've been reporting that old JD Vance, he's been up there, he's been cross-dressing. You see what I'm saying? He's been wearing little Goldilocks wigs and shit. You understand what I'm saying? He's been doing his best in impersonation of Rodman. You know what I'm saying? Putting on all these dresses and blouses and eyeliner and shit and this, that, and the third. And it's just, Donald Trump gonna have to pick him another vice president. He gonna have to pick another nominee. If he come out with just one more goddamn one of these crazy ass picks, he better have one and scoot his ass on up out of there. Get him on up out of there, because he's most definitely a liability to anything that you think you're trying to achieve. When we thought it couldn't get no worse, it is coming out. It's being reported that Donald Trump is flying to campaign events on Jeffrey Epstein's plane. I say, goddamn Donald Trump. Now, they already got allegations against you with Epstein. And I figured you've been over there to that island. You've been over to the island, motherfucker, more than once. You see what I'm saying? You've been over there to the island more than once. They talking about all the goddamn. Listen to this. I say this stupid motherfucker gonna take his ass over there to the mother, to the goddamn, let me see. Some of the allegations they got on this motherfucker, Donald Slump. Yeah. They get, yeah, let me see. I had it there. All the allegations that they were saying. But anyway, he good friends with he good friends with Epstein, you see, and they, some even some, some allegations on, things that happened in, 2016, came up, between him and Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. And so, yeah, they've been friends for a very long time. Not a good look that you gonna goddamn be still flying around. And they saying that's the goddamn plane. The last motherfucker that flew on it was Epstein. Or when they caught his ass, that was the plane that he was flying on. And so here it is, Donald Trump still riding around on King Pedophile, Jeffrey Epstein plane, the last fucking plane that he flew on before they arrested him. You see, and knocked his ass off. You understand what I'm saying? While he was up in the jail cell, knocked him off. And so what they saying is, listen. They saying now the plane is they call it the Gulfstream. The Gulfstream was the last jet Epstein ever flew on. So you see, this motherfucker, Donald Trump, you got a goddamn cross-dressing vice president. You got a cross-dressing vice president, and then you go and get on a goddamn jet plane. They say I guess his plane broke down. His plane broke down, and I guess he needed charter another plane. Okay, he need to charter another plane, and so I don't know who he contacted. I don't know who then took over Epstein affairs. I don't know who then took over Epstein affairs, but Donald Trump was able to somehow he was able to charter the Gulf Stream. Matter of fact, let me get what else they said about, and which is again the last plane that Epstein ever flew on. And so not only do you got a cross-dressing vice president, you riding around on a pedophile airplane. You see what I'm saying? Probably all type of crazy shit didn't happen on the plane. This was the plane that took Jeffrey Epstein to his little private island of madness and sickness. And so here it is. Yeah, I guess Donald Trump is having back down memory lane. He's back down memory lane. He's back on the Gulf Stream. Last jet Epstein ever flew on, he was arrested on federal sex trafficking charges when he landed at Teterboro Airport in New Jersey on a flight from Paris in 2019. The plane that you see right behind me that Donald Trump is flying on right now is that very plane. Is that very plane that Jeffrey Epstein was busted on and is attributed to all these flights and shit back and forth from the U.S. and all over the world to his little island of madness. That's not no good look, Donald Trump. Your dollars then shriveled up. Your dollars then shriveled up. It should be somebody out there, man, and you out there, and that could loan you a jet, man. You know what I'm saying? It could be, and all these motherfuckers out here say back you. You see what I'm saying? And you getting all these dollars to the campaign, and it shouldn't be no problem for you to get a motherfucking plane from somebody that ain't been affiliated with one of the most heinous crimes of the goddamn 21st century. You see, one of the most infamous criminals. You understand what I'm saying? Of the 21st century, Jeffrey Epstein. Why would you do that and get busted? You should immediately, because they didn't already attributed you to a lot of that, some of that shit. And when they asked the motherfucker, he was running for president, they was asking him all type of questions. Would he release the JFK files? Would he, and he said yes. And then they asked him, would they release some more? And at the end, they said, would you release the Jeffrey Epstein files? And motherfuckers started stuttering and shit. Yeah, he started stuttering. He didn't have no real straightforward answer. And so nobody's a fool. Birds of a feather flock together. Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump is of the same flock. And you understand? And so, Donald was taking trips on over there. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, this is crucial. This is crucial. That was a major slip up. When people are already trying to associate you with this shit. You understand what I'm saying? You should be you should not want Jeffrey Epstein to resonate. Now, I don't even think nobody would have brought that up. You understand? Maybe they would have, maybe they wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they would have, maybe they wouldn't. But if at this moment in time, I didn't hear nobody mentioning no Jeffrey Epstein. So what you done did, you done shot yourself in the foot. You done shot yourself in the foot because you gonna go a man that you already, people was just saying that you affiliated with this man. You affiliated with pedophile Jeffrey Epstein. You affiliated. You're good friends with him. You're flying back and forth. Y'all having all type of dinners and all around the world. You flying back and forth to his island, and now it come out and your motherfucking name was on the list. Donald, you understand what I'm saying? And so when you know that somebody as infamous as Jeffrey Epstein, good and goddamn well, you don't associate yourself. But that's your nature. That's your people's. You see? You figured that you could rely on your family, Jeffrey Epstein, and whoever's in charge of his property. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. Donald might even own the motherfucker. He might even own. You see what I'm saying? Ain't no telling who behind the scenes. But he has access to it, and whoever has taken over the affairs of Jeffrey Epstein, obviously, afforded Donald Trump the ability to charter that plane. Okay, now I would like to know who that is. I would like to know, but nevertheless, it just seems like it just don't get no worse. That these motherfuckers that you got a cross-dressing vice president, and now you're flying around in a pedophile plane, owned by Jeffrey Epstein, the most notorious pedophile of the 21st century. This is ridiculous. And so, yeah, Donald Trump, you're losing it, man. You losing it. Who is advising this motherfucker? You see what I'm saying? His son, he should, and his son, like I say, was responsible for suggesting J.D. Vance. He need to take his son somewhere and crack his jaw. You see what I'm saying? You motherfucker, you done brought this weird motherfucker. I'm already, Donald Trump say, I'm weird enough, motherfucker. Now you done brought this motherfucker in here, and he's a freak show. J.D. Vance, the freak show. Like, he in here ain't no telling what, the no pride movement. I said, goddamn, man, what else could go wrong? I go to the news, and here it is. This motherfucker gonna ride, And so they dropping it just like, you know, they dropping it one news report after the next. He can't take no more, man. Yeah, he can't take no more. And so, I don't know what you could say behind that. I just don't. Donald Trump will come up with anything. You know what I'm saying? What can you say behind that? He wasn't guilty. You see that he wasn't guilty. What you gonna say, Donald? You didn't see none of that on the island. You see, and so he'll find some way to justify that. He'll find some way to justify that. Without acknowledging that just was one of the dumbest fucking moves that you could make, knowing that you're under you're under a microscope right now. You're under the magnifying glass. Any and everything that you do will be magnified. You see, will be magnified, 1,000 times over. You see, and so see, the thing is, when you so smart till you dumb, and you don't want and you don't have no, of all the planes you could charter, is your dollars that low? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I mean, we got to think about this shit. They didn't sue the shit out of Donald Trump. Is Donald Trump dollars low? I just want to know. Is it dollars that goddamn low? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because he can write that shit off. I mean, I'm quite sure they can. I'm quite sure he can write that shit off. I'm quite sure. You know what I'm saying? You're getting paper, and I'm quite sure if you tell these people out here you're playing down, But I guess that's and you need a plane and shit, but you's a billionaire. You see what I'm saying? I'm quite sure you can get you a little jet, man, and or something, man, for a couple dollars. You's a billionaire. What the fuck do you need with Jeffrey Epstein playing? You know, that's a hell of a slip up. I don't understand shit like that. I just don't understand shit like that. And as I go to the beginning of the year, and I think about I could see just so much that was happening in the news and shit from you know Cat Williams. He started it off. Then in Miami they had aliens, and then just shit just kept happening and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit went down in Memphis where what's his name? His brother got killed in Memphis and shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was just so much going on. You know, it was just so much going on. Just dominoes was falling, one after another. I said this was gonna be one year. Yeah, this was gonna be one fucking year where it just gonna be all the way to the end. And I don't even believe it's gonna stop in 2025. I think we in an age of all type of, you understand, Yo Gotti. Yeah, Yo Gotti. That's what I was trying to get. Yo Gotti was and there was that shit popped off. And then it was other shit that it just kept happening and shit. More and more shit. And so yeah, and it's not stopping now. The incredible shit that there's showing up in the news and shit, just like Joe Biden dropping out and shit, which was a setup, which was Donald Trump being put I see the shit as a ploy, you understand, being shot at and this, that, and the third, and whoop-de-woo, and now Kamala Harris, and and it's just so much other shit that is just an expose of the days and times. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very weird world where you don't it's like portals all around us, and you don't know what could step through the portal at any given time, and it's more than one portal, and so all type of shit could happen right before your eyes that you would never imagine could happen. But this is just to show you what is, this is what you got to vote on. And motherfuckers ain't got no greater wisdom, you know, than to make silly missteps like this. Motherfuckers gonna eat this up. They're gonna eat this up. They're gonna eat your vice president up. You're not looking that good. Now Kamala ain't far behind it. Me going into they equally. You understand what I'm saying? But this motherfucker right here, he's starting to shoot himself in the foot. You see what I'm saying? He's starting to really shoot himself in the foot. And it ain't gonna be too many more of these news reports on this level that he gonna be able to take that where it is not gonna hurt him, in a severe way. He's to the point right now where he gonna need a strong vice president. They say a vice president don't necessarily make the ticket. That when they think about the ticket, that a vice president don't necessarily affect. If the president is highly liked, then the vice president could be a fairly unknown person, and the president could still win the presidency without the support of a strong vice president. They could be just a mediocre vice president, and the president, through his or her own popularity, and could win the presidency. But I don't think that's going to be this time. I think a vice president is going to most definitely affect, if not in a positive way, most definitely in a negative way. I believe JD Vance has become such a negative liability that anything that come up, if he's got more cross-dressing pics on the internet, he's done for. He should be replaced in anybody. If anybody got a playbook, he should be replaced. Remember, you heard it here. He need to go. You see, I'm not saying it as if I vote, but if you serious about it, there's no way you gonna make it with that type of baggage. You see what I'm saying? It's no goddamn way you gonna make it, because no one is gonna want to see a fucking cross-dresser in the Oval Office. You see? I mean, imagine this motherfucker come down, and you having a state, you having a state dinner, you having with GGP, and here JD Vance come out with a yellow wig on and shit and eyeliner like he goddamn motherfucking Marilyn Manson. You understand? Some goddamn Ozzy Osbourne and shit. Come out and shit. Come on, man. We cannot do. What the fuck is what we gonna do, y'all? What we gonna do? They say the motherfucker. What was that motherfucker who was the Caesar? And they say, goddamn it, when Rome was burning, the motherfucker was playing the violin. Yeah, he'd say Auntie JD. They say when Rome was burning, the motherfucker was playing the violin. You see, nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. You feel me? So you gonna have to do something. And now you didn't flew Jeffrey Epstein's plane. Okay? I mean, goddamn, man. All type of crimes didn't happen on the plane. People's not gonna, they're gonna be, they should take the motherfucker and blow it up. You didn't been shuttling, minors and all type of pedophiles and shit. It's a crime scene. You know what I'm saying? It's a motherfucking crime scene. It should literally be, because it's like, it's like a ghost ship at this time. Nobody in their right mind. And people say, this was Jeffrey Epstein plane where he was carrying all these girls. Motherfuckers gonna be like, what? What the fuck? I don't want to get on this shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's a ghost ship. Ain't nobody in their right mind is gonna accept the fact that motherfucker you flying around on a crime. This is a plane of many crime scenes. You understand? In which you very well might be a suspect. Why would you leave? It's just like you didn't led a motherfucker back to the allegations, of you and Jeffrey Epstein, and you didn't lead motherfuckers back to the crime scene. Fool. You was a fool, Donald Trump. You don't do no shit like that where you bring it back up in motherfuckers' mind. Oh yeah, I was fucking with Jeffrey Epstein. Me and him was friends, good friends, for over 20 years. You see what I'm saying? And we was friends, and I flew on this plane many times before. You see? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, this was, it's showing and proving that these goddamn so-called politicians is dumb. They're dumb. And Donald Trump is shooting himself in the foot. And it's come to the point that he's so smart, that he's so goddamn dumb. And he do not have advisors that matter. He should dump his son. Fuck what he got to say, because he didn't want to suggested this motherfucker JD Vance, the cross-dressing vice president nominee. And then whoever told you, if it was your goddamn self, hire you somebody that can help you make some decisions, Donald Trump. You need to help. You need to stop thinking you know it all. It's all right, make the final call, but let a motherfucker spit something in your ear and listen to that logic. Because you so used to trying to sidestep all laws, all so that you don't have to pay, you don't have to, you feel you above any type of law that you can whatever it is you want to whatever it is you want to do, you could do it without nobody restraining you or anything. So you don't have good sense. You actually believe, quite possibly, that you was gonna be able to fly that motherfucker all the way, motherfucker. I wouldn't put it past you that you would have probably painted that motherfucker and put Air Force One on that motherfucker. You might would have tried to turn Jeffrey Epstein jet into Air Force One with your silly ass. That's a very serious mistake. And so, family, we showing you, please have no faith in this system. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in a plan that you can control from beginning to end. Have faith in self. You cannot have no faith in these foolish goddamn politicians, white, black, or any other goddamn color, in fucking around in the United States of America. You see what I'm saying? They all in the same game. All right, family, this is General Cyrus said. He said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. I want you to hit up some of them links, support the general, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast, daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.